Hello, my dear children. Welcome to today's class. So, what are we learning today? Today, we will be learning more about food we eat. What kind of food do we eat? Why do we need food? From where does food come? And what is the process of food being grown in the fields and till our plate? What's the journey of that food? Shall we start? So, first of all, why do we need food? We need food, of course, to live, to grow, and to have energy to work and play. So, all the living things, whether it's plants or animals or humans, we all need food to grow. We all need food for energy to work. We eat different kind of food. Our food habits vary according to the place we live in or the climate around us. We also eat according to our customs, taste, and availability of food around us. So, in all the part of the world, we do not eat same kind of food. Eating habits depend upon a lot of factors. For example, what is the climate? If it is very hot climate, we try to eat food which keeps us cool. If the climate is very cold, we eat food which is hot. Then the availability. If we are living near the coastal areas, there seafood is very much available. There, it is available in plenty. So that's why people living near the coastal areas eat seafood more. Now the people who live in plains, and there are a lot of farms, and there are farmers growing a lot of staple grains over there: fruits, vegetables, grains, wheat, rice, etc., cereals, pulses. So people living in plains, they eat this kind of food more. All right. So it depends that what's the climate, in which part of the world are we living, where are we living. So on these all things, it depends that what kind of food do we eat. If we do not make the same food as we eat every day in marriages or in festivals, we eat special food, some special dishes on some special occasions. So on these all these factors, the food, it depends the food that we eat. Diversity in food, that means a variety in food. Different people in different parts of the world eat different food. People in plains eat food grown in fields like wheat, rice, etc., whereas the people living in coastal areas eat more of seafood. These are the plates of different places, the people living in different places. There are people who eat food directly from the farms because they are in plains. Then there are people who eat more of fish and rice because uh, their soil is such where rice is grown the most, or they are near the water body where fish is available in plenty. Then there are places where seafood is in plenty. So people eat different food in different parts of India. Now, almonds, which are considered to be nuts, they are not actually nuts, but they are the seeds. And pistachios, which is also considered as nuts, they are actually the fruits. Now, what are the sources of food? Where do we get food from? We get food from mainly two sources: plants and animals. Now, plants are the basic, the primary source of food for all the living things. You know, you have studied that in earlier classes that every food chain, it starts with plants only. So there are two sources of food we eat. We get our food from plants and animals. Now, what are those food items that we get from plants? Plants are the main source of food for all the animals. We eat different parts of the plant. So in a plant, We can eat each and every part of the plant depending on the type of the plant. We can eat its roots, stem, leaves, flowers, fruit, seed, everything we can eat. Okay, so we eat fruits, nuts, leaves, flowers, seeds, stem, and roots of the plant. So, for example, let's start from the roots. What are the roots that are edible in the form of vegetables? Turnip, carrot, and radish. Then comes the stem. We eat potato, garlic, ginger, onion as the stem of the plant. Then comes the leaves, spinach, mustard leaves, coriander, mint, lettuce, cabbage. All these are the leaves of the plant, and then these are the vegetables that we eat in the form of the leaves. Flowers, cauliflower, broccoli, seeds, pulses, wheat, rice, sunflower seed, mustard seed, etc. Fruits, apple, mango, grapes, banana, all these are the fruits. So this is how we get food from the plants. You can see the picture of different food items that we get from plants, the vegetables that we obtain from different parts of the plant, roots, stem, leaves, flower, seeds. Then these are the fruits, pulses. Pulses are actually the seeds of the plant. Then bread, bread is being made with uh, flour, the wheat, chapatis, legumes, oil, sugar, spices like turmeric, or then there is cardamom, then there is pepper, chili. All these are the spices that come from plants. Rice, ghee, tea. All right, so people eating only plants as food are called vegetarians. Now, what are the food that we get from animals? What are the food that we get from animals? The second main source of food on earth is animals. Okay? And they give us eggs, milk, meat, honey. Animals giving milk are called milch animals. So, what are the food items that we get from animals? We get milk. Then, when we get milk, we can make a lot of different products: butter, curd. Uh, these are the dairy products that we can make with the help of milk. Paneer, then eggs, meat, fish. All these are the animal products that we consume, and the animals which are domesticated for their milk, like buffaloes, camels, goat, cow, all these are called milch animals. So we rear or domesticate animals for milk and meat. Cows, buffaloes, camels, and goat, they gives us milk. Milk is also used to make many milk products like curd, cheese, paneer, ghee, butter, sweets, and confectionery, and they are called dairy products. We eat eggs given by ducks and hens. Then we eat fish, hen, goat, etc. as meat. And in some of the countries, people eat snakes, lizard, and other animals as food, mainly in China. Seafood is also widely eaten around the world. Animals found in sea like oysters, lobsters, prawns, crabs are eaten as food. So meat, seafood, egg, milk, all these are the the food products that we get from animals. So you see, milk, chocolate is made with milk, ghee is made with milk, egg, fish, prawns and crabs, honey comes with from honeybees, chicken is made with hen. So these are the food that we get from animals. People eating animals as food are called non-vegetarians. Now, what is the journey of the food from the fields to our plate? We all eat various kinds of food. Have we ever thought about where this food comes from? So now, whenever there is a plate, a thali of food in front of you, just try, please thank God and all the farmers who have made this possible to grow that food, and now it is there in your plate, and it's a long journey. Okay, so the farmers actually plow the field first. It is also a very tiring job. Then the seeds are being sown in the plowed uh, field. Then the seeds are being regularly watered for proper irrigation. Then fertilizers, manures are being used for the better quality of crops. And once they are fully grown, harvesting, cutting down of those crops is again a very important process. Then they are being properly stored, and then they are being sent to the wholesale markets, and from there it goes to the shops. From those shops, people buy it, cook it, and then eat it. So this is the whole journey of food. Okay. The plants we eat are all grown in fields by the farmers. This is the first step. The farmers grow crops according to the season in the fields. So they have to be very cautious that what is the season, and in this season they should have a proper knowledge that in this season, in winter season or in summer season, rainy season, which crop will grow the best. When the crop gets ripe, the farmer harvests the crops and sells it in the wholesale market. Growing and harvesting crops are a difficult work. It involves a lot of time and hard work. So farmers plow the fields. They plow the fields, then they sow the seeds, then they water the plants regularly, and he uses fertilizers and manure. This is the fifth step. Then he then cuts the crop. This is the sixth step. And in case of wheat, rice, pulse, etc., the seeds are separated from their chaff. So, what is a chaff? It is a covering on rice and wheat or on pulses. So, before selling them to the wholesale market, farmers have to separate the seed from their covering, that is called chaff. And then again, it is a very tiring and a hard working process. And then it is sold to the wholesale market. So you see how hard a farmer works to make food available in our houses, in our plates. So this is actually the journey of the food: plowing the field, sowing the seeds, watering them, uh, giving proper care, attention, manure, fertilizers to them, and once they are growing, harvesting them. Now, from the wholesale market, the food is sold to the shopkeepers. And the wholesale market is also called mandi. There are different kind of mandis. There are different kind of wholesale markets. A mandi where fruits and vegetables being sold. A mandi where only the nuts are being sold. A mandi where pulses, grains, cereals are being sold. So different wholesale markets are assigned to different kind of food coming from the plants. We all go to the shopkeepers to buy food, vegetables, fruits, etc., which are sold in the market. But other food items like oil, wheat, rice are packed in factories and then they are sold to the shopkeepers. They otherwise, if they are not properly stored, properly stored and packed, they can be attacked with the pesticides, and the whole lot of the food can be destroyed. Now, the food from the animals. How does the food from the animals are being produced, and then it comes to our plate? So the food giving animals are reared and domesticated by man. So whosoever are the animals that give us food, in the form of egg or milk or meat or seafood or the fish. They are domestically reared. So they are tamed, they're domesticated, and then we consume it as food. For example, they are kept in farms where they are reared. So rearing the milch animals is called dairy farming. So when the animals like cows, buffaloes, goats, camels, they are being tamed, they are being reared for their milk. This is called dairy farming. So milk is being taken out from them. Then they are being packed in bottles or in packets, and it comes to our houses, or the vendors directly come and give the milk in our houses. Then many other factories in which milk products are being made. So milk is supplied there also. The milk is used to make butter, ghee, cheese, paneer, etc. in factories and then packed. It reaches the shops from where we can buy these milk products. So we buy paneer from market, we buy ghee, butter, curd from market. So the factories make milk products and then they send it to the shopkeepers from where we buy them. So egg giving animals are kept in poultries. The poultries where ducks and hens are being tamed, they are being reared for their eggs. So they are called poultries and it is called poultry farming. So a poultry farm looks like this and a dairy farm looks like this. These are the key terms that we have learned today. Vegetarian, eating plant food only. Non-vegetarian, eating eggs and flesh. Harvest means cutting the ready crops in fields, and wholesale means sold in large amounts. Also remember that people eat different food in different areas, seasons and cultures. We mainly get food from two sources, plants and animals. Those who eat plants as food are called vegetarians, and those who eat flesh and eggs are called non-vegetarians. Plants are grown in fields and harvested. Animals are reared in animal farms for flesh. Hens and ducks are reared in poultry farms for their eggs. So let's complete this exercise and see what have we learned in today's lesson. You have to choose the correct option. Vegetarians are the people who eat only plant food. Cutting the crops that are ready and ripe is called harvesting. The place where milch animals are reared and domesticated is called dairy farm or a farmhouse. We get oils from the seeds of the plants. This is one of the product made with milk, confectionery. Now you have to fill in the blanks. Food is very important to grow and live. Two main sources of food on earth are plants and animals. Cutting of the ready crops is called harvesting. We rear and domesticate animals at a farm. We rear and domesticate egg-giving animals at a poultry farm. You have to tick the correct statements and cross out the wrong ones. We depend upon animals for all our food needs. No. Animals are grown in fields. No. The place where hens are reared is called a poultry farm. That's correct. The farmers sell their products to wholesalers. That's correct. We buy food directly from farmers. No. You have to answer the following questions in your notebook yourself. We can discuss over here in short. Why do we need food? We need food to live, grow, and to attain energy to work and play. What are the main sources of food for living beings? The main source of food are plants and animals. What do vegetarians eat? Vegetarians eat plant based food. What do non vegetarians eat? Non vegetarians eat plant based food as well as animal food. How does food reach us? So the in farms, the farmers plow their fields, then they sow the seeds, water the seeds, use fertilizers and manures, and when the crops are ready, they harvest it and sell them to the wholesalers. From wholesalers, shopkeepers buy the products, and from shopkeepers, we buy the food items, and that's how the food reaches us from the farms. Now, these are some fun based questions that you can do yourself with your family, with your friends, and have fun with the chapter. You have to prepare a list of plant food that we can eat raw, or then we can eat it cooked, and the food items that can be eaten raw as well as cooked. So we can do first one over here. Rest you can do in groups in your class. Raw food. The food which is eaten raw is cucumber. In cooked form, almost all the vegetables have to be cooked before eating. We can just write brinjal over here. Food that can be eaten raw as well as cooked, tomato. All right, the rest you are going to do in groups in your class. Now, as we have studied the plant products from the fields to the wholesale markets called mandis, there are different wholesale markets or mandis in every area. So please find out that which different, every state has their different mandis also. Okay, so there is one grain market in Khanna district of Punjab, and that's the largest grain market in Asia. So you can surf internet to just search that what are the biggest wholesale markets for different kind of plant products. Okay, so the biggest wholesale vegetable market in India and the biggest wholesale fruit market in India. Please search about that. Now, there are few plates, or we can say few thalis given over here. You have to identify the food items and write which state each plate or each delicacy belong to. So I think I will do the fifth one for you. Okay, and rest what you can do is you can surf internet, take help of your teachers, your friends, and work in groups and find out that whether they eat this kind of thali in their homes or not. So the fifth one is from Rajasthan, and the food item over here is dal bati churma. Similarly, you have to find the rest of them. Now, we have discussed the journey of food from the fields to our houses. You have to draw that in your scrapbook, from the fields to our houses. So that's all for today. I hope you have learned a lot more things about food we eat. Keep learning, keep shining. Bye bye.